Hey, have you ever noticed something really weird? Why is it that your coworker makes roughly the same salary as you, but somehow they can afford a house, take vacations, drive a nice car, while you're still stressing about rent? Why can that lady down the street who runs a small food truck send her kids to college? And here's the kicker. Why do rich people spend money like there's no tomorrow, yet keep getting richer? If you've ever found yourself in this situation, always feeling like there's never enough money, working your butt off, but your savings account barely moves, then you absolutely need to stick around for these 6 wealth mindsets that rich people will never tell you about. Look, I used to think rich people just got lucky, or they had family money, or they knew someone who knew someone. But then I discovered something, that the real difference isn't in their bank accounts. It's in their heads. It's like this. Some people start businesses and build empires, while others work the same job for 30 years and barely scrape by. The difference isn't how much money they started with. It's how they think about money. You see, rich people's brains work like money-making machines, automatically spotting opportunities to create wealth. But most people's brains work like money-saving machines, only thinking about how to cut costs and hoard cash. Let me ask you something. Imagine you're looking at the new iPhone 15 Pro Max, priced at $1,200. What's your first thought? Most people think, whoa, that's expensive. My old phone still works. Why would I spend that much money? But rich people think, can this phone's camera help me create better content for my business? Will it help me close more deals? I know this guy who runs an e-commerce business. He spent $3,000 on professional photography equipment. Everyone thought he was crazy. You know what happened? His product photos looked so much better that his sales tripled. That $3,000 paid for itself in 2 months. That's the difference. Poor people see money as the finish line. They can't bear to spend it. Rich people see money as the starting line. They use money to make more money. You probably never thought about this, but many wealthy people are actually more frugal than you think. They just save on meaningless expenses and invest heavily in what matters. Okay? You've probably heard your parents say this a million times. Save your money. Put it in the bank where it's safe. But here's the problem. Bank savings accounts pay maybe 0.5% interest, while inflation runs at 2 to 3%. You know what that means? Your money is literally shrinking every year. It's like hiding $10,000 under your mattress. A year later, you still have $10,000, but it buys less stuff than before. Let me blow your mind with some math. Say you have $100,000. Put it in a savings account, and after 30 years, you'll have about $116,000. But if you learn to invest and get a conservative 8% annual return, after 30 years, you'll have $106,000. This isn't me making stuff up. This is the terrifying power of compound interest. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, starting small, but getting massive over time. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They think investing is risky, so they'd rather keep their money sitting still. But not investing is the biggest risk of all. Here's a question for you. If someone offered you $50 to stand in line for an hour to buy them lunch, would you do it? Most people would say, hell yeah. But if you needed to buy lunch yourself, and the line takes an hour, would you pay someone $50 to do it for you? Most people would say, no way, I'll just wait in line myself. This is the difference. Rich people know exactly what their time is worth. If they can make $500 an hour, they'll never spend an hour to save $50. I have this friend who's a real estate agent. He'd rather pay $200 for a first-class train ticket than drive 6 hours to save money. Why? Because on that train, he can make phone calls and close deals. Those 6 hours might result in a $50,000 commission. Now you might be thinking, but I don't have money to invest, and I don't have deals to close. What am I supposed to do? Here's what you probably never realized. You do have capital. You just don't know it yet. Your capital is your time and your skills. Let me tell you a true story. I had this friend working at a factory, making $45,000 a year. He spent $8,000 learning coding. Everyone laughed at him, saying, "Dude, you could have invested that $8,000 in the stock market." Guess what happened? 6 months later, he landed a job at a tech company making $85,000 a year. That's an extra $40,000 per year. His $8,000 investment paid for itself in less than 3 months. This is the power of investing in yourself. Stocks can crash, real estate can tank, but the skills you learn will never disappear, and they become more valuable over time. Here's the mistake most people make. They won't spend money on learning, but they'll blow cash on stuff they don't need. Those clothes, gadgets, and toys you buy lose value the moment you walk out of the store. But the skills you learn can benefit you for life. You know what? Most business deals aren't made in boardrooms. They're made over dinner, at networking events, on golf courses. Here's a classic example. This guy I know spent $2,000 to attend a business conference. Everyone thought he was wasting money. At that conference, he met a CEO who became his biggest client, bringing him $300,000 in business that year. That's the power of networking. One good connection can literally change your entire life. But here's the key. You need to make yourself valuable first. People want to network with people who can help them too. It's like fishing. You need good bait to catch big fish. You might not realize this, but wealthy people have a habit. They regularly attend events, seminars, and conferences, not for fun, but to meet valuable people. Okay, here comes the most important secret. Once you understand this, your entire view of money will change forever. What's passive income? It's money that flows into your bank account while you sleep. For example, you buy a rental property and collect $2,000 rent every month. That's passive income. You write a book and earn $500 monthly in royalties. That's passive income. You start a business, hire managers, and collect $10,000 monthly in profits. That's still passive income. Poor people have one type of income, job income. No work, no money. Rich people have multiple income streams. Job income, investment income, rental income, royalty income, business income. Even if they stop working, money keeps flowing in. This is the real reason why rich people keep getting richer. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes, thinking that working harder will make them rich. But if you only have job income, you're forever trading time for money. When time stops, income stops. All right. By now, you're probably dying to know. How do I start building passive income? Let me give you some methods that regular people can actually do. Step 1. Start investing. Small, you don't need $100,000 to start investing. $500 a month is enough. There are tons of apps now, Robinhood, E-Trade, Fidelity, where you can start investing with just a few $100. I have this student who invests $500 monthly in an S&P 500 index fund. After 5 years, not only did she not lose money, she made 35%. Her $30,000 became over $40,000. That extra $10,000 could pay for a nice vacation. Step 2. Develop a marketable skill. We live in the gig economy now. You can monetize almost any skill. Good at graphic design, freelance on Fiverr, can write well, start a blog or write for companies, know how to cook, start a YouTube cooking channel. I know this office worker who tutors math online after work. She charges $40 per hour and works 10 hours a week. That's an extra $1,600 per month, or $1,900 per year. That's more than many people's annual bonus. Step 3. Learn to spot investment opportunities. You probably never thought about this, but investment opportunities are everywhere around you. You notice a neighborhood getting more popular, property values rising. That might be a real estate opportunity. You see a brand's products getting more popular. That might be a stock opportunity. You notice certain skills becoming in demand. That might be a self-investment opportunity. The key is having sharp observation skills and the courage to act. Hey, I want to share something that might completely blow your mind. The biggest difference between rich and poor people isn't how much money they have. It's how they view risk. Remember this, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. If today's content helped you, please leave a comment below and tell me, which mindset are you going to start changing first? Are you going to start investing, learning new skills, or building your network? Also, if you're already investing or building wealth, please share your experience to help others. If you don't want to lose your hard-earned money, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know the moment my new video drops. I'm your wealth building coach, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Don't let them down.